Okay, we are finally here, although we are 2 minutes late. I apologize for that. A few little things were making me run behind schedule. One being that a little bit hungover, a little bit tired because I woke up a little bit late. And another thing is, I don't know, some weird things have been happening. Like certain things weren't popping up on my screen that usually pop up on my screen, so I had to figure out why that was happening. And Ryan, I don't know if you saw in the chat. Here we go again. I have it on live chat, but I don't see your guys' chat. This is so annoying. This is going to happen every time now. I have it set on live chat, but for some reason it just stops. It just stops the chat randomly. Yeah, if you could, Ryan, send it to me again. That was the other problem, is I went to pull up your emails. I usually, when I get your emails, I put them in a folder so that when we get to your actual stream, I can pull them up and have them ready to read. But Ryan's was not in there, so I was like, maybe it's in the spam folder. Not in the spam folder. And then I'm like, maybe it's in the trash. Not there either. So I'm like, somehow Ryan's email just magically disappeared. So yeah, we are going to have a great hodgepodge once we get into this, and once I can find Ryan's email to make sure that because he's first up on the set. So let's see. There it is. Thank you, Ryan, for that. And then the other thing is, Fran, you just sent me an updated email that, hold on a second, let's move you there, that was talking about the next hodgepodge, and it was in my spam. And the only reason that I saw that it was in the spam is because I was going there to check for Ryan. So I don't know why Yahoo Mail, I mean, it's pretty bad. It's one of the first emails, but it's been, pretty much obsolete since Gmail and the other ones have come. But just randomly, it puts some of your emails into my spam when there are other emails. Like Ryan just sent me the new email and it came right to my inbox. And I wouldn't have known, Fran, that it was sitting in the spam unless I had gone and checked for Ryan's. So weird things are afoot in the morning of Sunday. But here we are, nonetheless. We are ready to get into this set. Gaylan and Fran, if you guys are not aware or you haven't been listening or around, have basically agreed to have, at least for the next couple of months, these hodgepodge sets or these theme sets where they randomly pick people or they have people that are going to be a part of the hodgepodge, and they're going to pick these themes, I think, once a month for, I think, a couple months, and then we'll see where we go from there. This is a great idea. This carries on the theme and the funness of Colin, our UK blimey guy that was, had a great stream yesterday, came back. He used to carry the torch when it came to themes and hodgepodges and all these fun sets. So we appreciate Fran and Gaylan doing this because it is fun. So let's get into this. I asked Gaylan to write the actual theme again just to make sure I didn't say it wrong. Let me find what he says. Joel, wake me up when the stream starts. Are you talking about me talking too much? Okay, Gaylan says, the song that helped set the course for your lifelong musical journey. So that's why I want to make sure that I read it correctly, because that's a little specific and could easily be misinterpreted. So the song that helped set the course for your lifelong musical journey. All right, so we got about 10 people according to the current concurrent viewers, but let's see what happens. Looking forward to this. Hope that people didn't write too long, descriptions, because I saw in the chat people were like, I wrote a long ass description. I'm like, but I think this might be an exception because this is kind of personal take when it comes to the song that, kind of helped your musical journey. I think it's okay to go off a little bit as long as it's not too long. Well, let's find out because Ryan's first. Let's see what Ryan has to say. Oh God, Ryan, are you serious? This is going to be a long fucking one. Ryan, this is fucking, this is an essay. All right, here we go. Let's get into this. It was damn near impossible to just pick one song that encompasses my musical taste as a whole. I had multiple decades and chapters of my life that were influenced by many different styles of music That being said, I could have gone all the way back to childhood and picked Epic by Faith No More. Great song. I was jamming that song as a 5-year-old. Some of my earliest musical memories are of Mike Patton before I knew who he even was. Then we skip ahead to my grade school days, and there was a lot of exploration with punk rock and nu metal, but also still love the classic rock my parents grew up on, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, etc., just to name a few. My most interesting phase was probably transitioning from 8th grade to high school, where I really leaned into more proggy and experimental stuff. So far, this part in my musical journey, I think is my most exciting fun because so many new genres were being blended at the time. Saying that, I landed on a song from 2003 when I was 15 years old that blew me away, and this album changed my musical life forever. This song just had a tension, almost anxiety about it that just keeps building, reminiscent of how I felt as a lost teenager, full of angst and emotion. Then it all explodes towards the end with a sonic energy. That sounds like Jean writing now. Jim's AI and Jean have influenced everybody to write these fucking wordy, like, sonic energy that I have yet to find in almost any other band. And that band, of course, is the Mars Volta. This is by far the longest email I've written for Cap to read. It has been, but again, exception for today. Gaylan wanted a story of sorts, so I felt obligated, which is good. We're good with that. Thanks for listening and hope you guys enjoy my pick. Also, a heads up, he's telling me something. Okay, so it starts kind of random. Oh, the song has a 1-minute intro on a separate track, so this track starts kind of randomly. All right, so let's get into this. I don't know how long this song is, but hopefully it's not as long as what you wrote. Oh, by the way, if you guys are going to write something that you only want me to read and not to read for the stream, Scott K does a really good job at saying for you, and then he makes a big bold for the stream. So that way I don't read something that you don't want me to read on stream. But here we go with Mars Volta. Let's kick it. Okay, now I got to start this live chat again. Catch up.
You got the lock to run. A shovel picks mother cries. Is there a spirit that spits upon the edge of the side?
Very Mars Volta.
Is anybody there? These steps keep on growing long. Band-aid trials, love propellers away.
Yeah, Pyramid, I had to take these out of the trash, of course. Yeah, this guy's voice, every time we listen to Mars Volta, is so unique. And Ryan, please keep telling us as the song goes on, things that maybe stand out to you. Oh, I like that transition. Ryan, I think your email was good at explaining that I can hear the angst as a teenage boy in this. That was cool. Like this part. Let's see if we can look it up in chat. Ooh, that's cool bass line. Yeah, I really like some of the grooves in this thing, like the little, like it's got some catchy like riffage, I don't know, like parts, little parts.
Is anybody there? The steps keep on growing long. Fail that trials, roll propose away.
Oh, that was cool. Here we go with the fucking psychedelic stuff. Like that. I like how his, he really likes to jump, not octaves, but intervals that are not easy to jump. He's not my favorite sounding voice, but like, like that build here. It's like came in my left ear, it's like more like pain. Yeah, I like this right here. Kind of cool. Is this one of those like a DJ little button? Sounds like the Dirty Dancing one. It's like you gotta find it on the tube. It's like that really just. Everyone should know that part from Dirty Dancing. Great movie. Yeah, I really feel like, Ryan, you did a good job at picking a song that fit what you described in your... Yeah, I would expect no less, Ryan, that would be what they're doing. They wouldn't sell out like that. Fucking electronics and shit. All right, so we have Ryan's song finished, and I think that would be something that everybody guessed would fit Ryan, and I think it fit him completely after listening to that, and fit exactly what he described in the actual paragraph that he wrote. I should say several paragraphs. And again, Ryan, you are right. You rarely ever actually write anything. So it's good that you did and gave us a little piece of what actually kind of brought you through your musical journey to where you are now. And I think that's great. So way to start us off. I actually thought that song, I would even probably put that on a playlist. It's a little too energizing, crazy, psychedelic-y for me. But I think it could have its part in certain ways that I feel as well. I'm just trying to think. Definitely not something I would listen to at a campfire, but it's definitely good. So I thought a lot of the riffs were cool. A lot of the pieces were cool. I did like how it built and the transitions in it. So I think it's a good song. Nice choice there, Ryan. Way to lead us off. Let's get into the next one, which is going to be, let's see. Who's up next? We have Manoob or Manuel Romero. So let's see what Manuel Romero brought for us. It better be something good with some fucking bass. I'll tell you that right now. All right, so let me delete this one. Make sure that's right. Good. Okay, so this is what Manoob's. Oh, I got another. It's a little bit less. See, even my dog's pissed off about that shit. All right. Hello, hello. Thanks, Fran and Gaylan, for the opportunity to submit a song. If we're talking about my foundation in music, hold on a second, let's see what he says here. So I have this pop-out chat, and it's getting in my way now. So this is why I don't like doing pop-out chat, because I have to keep it like out of the way of everything I'm trying to do. He says, thanks, Fran and Gaylan, for the opportunity to submit a song. If we're talking about my foundation in music, we're talking about Iron Maiden. Uh-oh. It's not even close. It all started when I was about 9 years old, listening to the usual Colombian kid playlist, Salsa Pop Valentos, until I saw the album cover for Fear of the Dark. That creepy tree monster thing should have scared me off, but instead I got curious. I heard Be Quick or Be Dead, and put that thing on repeat. That was my introduction to metal. When my dad noticed I was listening to Iron Maiden, he got excited. He sat me down and started showing me more Maiden, and one of the first, besides the classic like Run to the Hills and The Trooper, that he showed me was his favorite, which was Mother Russia. My English was non-existent at the time, but I didn't need it. The haunting synths, the galloping rhythm, the way it builds into something massive. It showed me music could be layered and intricate and tell a story without words. It's not the most famous Maiden song, but it's the one that it made me go, oh, music can do that? Sweet, enjoy. So here we go with Iron Maiden's Mother Russia. Let's get into this. See, this is fucking me up now. I gotta redo this. All right, number 2, let's go. I don't know if I know this song. Again, I don't know. Iron Maiden too well. Yeah, how long is this song? Hopefully it's not 20 minutes. Oh, you tried to learn this on bass. Okay, I'm going to be listening deeply on it. Maybe I do know this song. It sounds familiar. I'm not a fan of Nico's voice, so... See what happens. Should I turn it up? I can see what you're talking about with the galloping kind of rhythm. Is it okay for everybody? Is it loud enough, or should I turn it up? Because in my ears, it's kind of compressed. Yeah, it sounds pretty compressed in my ears. again, I'm not a fan of Iron Maiden really, but this might be my favorite Maiden song so far because I'm really digging the lack of vocals and the kind of that gallopy feel that he's talking about. It's not high tempo. So how old was it? I mean, we're talking 70s or is this 80s? They've been around for a long time. So. Oh, I see Michael's in the chat now. What's up, Michael? Welcome, buddy. I would love to hear Michael's submission for this. I wish Michael would have joined this hodgepodge. This is 1990s recording and it sounds this bad? Come on. You guys said pretty old recording. 90s is not really that old. Especially for, like, engineering standpoint. There's a lot of great engineering in the 90s. Oh, that was an interesting switch. Dude, I love the fact that he barely even sings in the song unless this is a 20-minute epic. Hear the bass now. Yeah, but dude, in the 90s there was great mixing. Great mixing. In high school and middle school, you had amazing sounding albums. Everything on the radio was great. I like this part. Sounds like I'm trying to think. This sounds similar to another song that I've heard. Is that it? This is not a 20-minute epic? I was waiting for another 20 minutes. Thank you, Manuel, for sparing us a 30-minute song. Really appreciate that. All right, so that is song number 2. And we have Iron Maiden making it on the list, which makes sense because when you're thinking about like pivotal bands or pivotal songs, you would think that these kinds of bands would be showing up. So yeah, I wouldn't put that on a playlist. I do think it's probably one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs because it's just, it was, you know, gallopy, tells a story like he said, exactly like that. But I think I'm going to put the Mars Volta song ahead of it. So I'm going to say 1 and 2, mostly because the recording too. But yeah, that was it was a good song. So we're 2 for 2 in the sense that we got decent songs. Nothing that I'm like, you know, Sasha, why did you put this on here? By the way, Sasha in the chat, yes, he put 1 and 2 as well. So he liked the Mars Volta song as well. All right, so we're going to get into number 3. And number 3 is going to be, oh God, do we have to do this? Number 3 is Mr. Pyramid, I believe. Let me check to make sure that that is correct. Yes, Pyramid is number 3, so let's all strap in and get ready for this shit. All right. Oh, it's only like a paragraph. You know what, Pyramid? Thank you. I'm going to apologize because I was expecting to put on your email and just absolutely be fucking horrified. But we've only got like, I don't know, maybe 5 sentences that we can get through. So here we go, buddy. I don't know what that first word is. Is it ugh? Is that what it is? Ugh. That signature vocal trope pervades the extreme metal sonic landscape. Okay, Jim, here we go. Largely due to the Tom G. Warriors forward-looking efforts. I don't even understand what the fuck you're saying in your sentences. I feel like you just put words together. Although not all of his efforts were successful, I can actually understand that sentence. His influence on extreme metal is undeniably remarkable. So we're talking about Tom G. Warriors forward-looking efforts. Okay. While pioneering the blueprint for Black Death, Gothic, and symphonic metal, he also included electronic R&B and female vocalists, using their talents as operatic contrasts rather than as machismo reinforcing elements into a punk thrash metal style during extreme metal's embryonic gestation. Jesus, pirate. It was an ambitious, dangerous, progressive undertaking, unlike Sleep Token. This song I introduced to you all is called Rex Irae, is that how you say it? Which is Requiem. A deep cut from the record Into the Pandemonium, infamously and frequently cited as the first avant-garde metal album. God, this is going to be horrible. From his second project with Martin Ayen, and he says rest in peace, I guess he passed away. Celtic Frost. Caps languish and hysteria reappear ad infinitum. Are you morbid? Question mark in all capital letters. It's like, dude, this is gonna be fucking insane. Please don't make this like the 20-minute song of the set. All right, so here we go with Rex Irae, Requiem, with Celtic Frost, I think is how you say it. Let's get into this shit. Oh, God. It's fucking low, too. What is going on? Do I need to turn this up? So far, it's music. You fucker just made me spit out my coffee, you fucking asshole. I was like, oh, we got actual music here, and then fucking drank coffee at the wrong time. Son of a bitch. Shit, man, I almost got all over me. Fuck. What the fuck is this shit? Please don't let this be fucking wrong.
Let me dream of solid death. We will fall.
I think we fucking even called it. At least there's a fucking drum beat in this song. This is like loads better than the last one. There's actually like a chord progression. Okay, we got actual. Just take out the vocals and everything else is fine. This is totally fucking this is Trogdor right here. Did he say shit me? He probably did. Shit me. This is about as exciting to listen to as Conor McGregor bowing out after 20 seconds. Look, I'm telling you, as horrible as this is actually about 1 billion times better than that shit he put on the last set, where it literally had no drum beat, had no musical essence at all. Okay. What on the door? Wait, isn't Isn't Fran's next theme like something with a female vocalist? Are you just gonna replay the song Pyramid? Can we like all like deny Pyramid the next Hodgepodge? Or else he's just gonna replay this song. I think she keeps hitting the same fucking note. That's all I hear through the whole fucking song. Whoa! I'm not drinking any more fucking coffee. I know that until the song's over.
This last region awakes on fire, a cosmic rise.
What if this all is actually Pyramid's music? And he just pawning it off as some Tom guy that nobody's ever heard of. But it's actually Pyramid's music. And he's secretly getting our thoughts without having to take ownership of it. Come on, Gaylan, it's not a good choice. Don't be nice.
Pride and praise, a faded light.
Yeah, the reason no one was doing shit like this is because it's not music. You even said avant-garde. How many people do avant-garde jazz? Not a ton, because nobody likes it. Yeah, I would agree. Scott K, on a Pyramid scale, this has like a fucking like chord structure, some drums. The only thing that's really bad about it is the singing. Uh-oh, is it fading out? This isn't like another 20 minutes of this? Okay, so I honestly had like hope, a little bit of hope that, and maybe if you are like, maybe I'm bad for saying this, but I had a little hope that you were gonna like take it seriously and tell us what like, is this really what made you kind of go on your musical journey, or are you just joking like you normally do? That's the thing that's hard for me, is because like I would think Pyramid as a kid, or even middle school or high school, whenever he started to really care about music and maybe listen to it, that this wasn't what you liked. This isn't what got you in the musical journey. So are you being honest? Because I don't feel like you didn't really write anything in your paragraph either that kind of talked about what inspired you or why you like this stuff. So then I'm thinking it's not because he likes this stuff, it's because he's just trying to troll. So I want to know, like, is this... Okay, so subgenres of music. That's what I'm saying. This is not, like, I thought the idea of this was to be like, what is it that changed your freaking musical journey into what it is today? Which it sounds like this is more of a subgenre that you like, not necessarily your main thrust. Take back that word, thrust. But, yeah. That, I think by Pyramid standards, that definitely was... But that's the thing is, I don't know, Nick, if he was being honest, and if he is, that's what I want to know. But the way he wrote the paragraph, and the way, ever since he's been on the channel, he's been trolling the shit. I was like, I don't know if he's being serious or not. That's really what it is. If he is being serious, then I want to know what it is about this music that really catches him, because it is not something that most people will like. That's what I want to know. So I'm having trouble because we don't know if Pyramid's being honest or not. That's really the thing that is tough. But if you're being honest, Pyramid, and this is really what brought you into your musical journey, and you actually like this stuff, and you're not just trolling the whole fucking channel and me, then I would like to know that. So it's just hard. I just don't know if you're being, I'm not trying to be purposefully ripping on your music if that's really what you like. I'm just not convinced that this is actually what you like. I just think you'd love to troll the shit out of me and make me spit my fucking coffee out. All right, so let's get into the next one. Is me. I put myself on the list next. So my explanation for this is I grew up in a very non-musical family. Nobody in my family did anything musical. We were sports-oriented family, so I played soccer and baseball my whole life. And then, so like in middle school, I think I've told you guys this before, I had like a massive digression in my life, or change. I played soccer and baseball my whole life, all the way through middle school. I was a part of the jock crowd, like the sports crowd was my friends and all of that. And then in high school, I played for my freshman year, my sophomore year, I played baseball and soccer. And then I got out of it and I went to the completely other side, the dark side. And I went into theater my sophomore year of high school, at the end of my sophomore year. So completely diverged from where I'd gone from. But in middle school, I was the typical, at the time, I think it was Belle Biv DeVoe that would come out, just like the popular music. You know, Boys to Men was very popular, is when they came out at this time during middle school for me. So all I knew was like, you know, Beastie Boys, you know, Illin, You Be Illin, or what is it, Rum DNC, that kind of stuff. Like the popular stuff is what I knew, and that's what I liked, because that's like what everybody liked that didn't know anything about music. When I got into high school and I started switching over to theater, I met this kid named Tony who was in my choir class with me. And as I started switching, he was like, hey, we have a party, because I didn't really have as many friends anymore because I left that group of people. And he was like, we got a party that, our band is playing at. And I was like, really? I was like, band? What do you mean? He was like, yeah, I play drums. And, Nick, who was also in my choir class, that I didn't talk to as much, was like the guitar player. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll come. So it was a house party. It was at people's houses, or this person's house. And they were in the basement and they had their band set up. I went downstairs and this completely changed me musically and set me on the path that I was on. So went down, listened to their band play, and I was just absolutely amazed that, number one, that there was even instruments. Like, I didn't even know what the bass was called. I was like, what is that, like, 4-string thing? And I was told it was a bass. I had no idea. And number two, was shocked that these kids that were like early high school kids were writing this music that I was like, wow, that actually sounds good. Like, it sounds great. So that started my journey, because as I became friends with them, they actually had their bass player leave, and they were like, hey, we need a bass player. And I was like, I have no idea. I've never played bass. So they literally put a bass in my hand, and they actually told me what to play. They were like, okay, you're going to put your finger here, and you're going to like hit this note. I had no rhythm. I just taught myself at that point. And so for my sophomore, junior, and senior year, I was in this band. And I learned bass on my own. I was pretty terrible at first, which you're going to hear in a second. So the song that I'm going to play for you guys is actually one of the songs that the band wrote. That was what I heard before I joined the band. And then I'm the one playing the bass in this recording. Yes, you guys can make fun of it, because I was still learning the song so we were in his basement on a 4-track playing the song, and I was learning it as well. So there's a bunch of spots where it sounds really bad on the bass. Go ahead and make fun of me. But I still think it shows what what a high school band could do, that I thought was pretty good for a high school band. Because the drummer later went on to get his master's in music from Capitol, and the other one went to Berklee School of Music for 2 years to play guitar. So they were really good. They just kind of helped me through my journey, and that changed my journey. This song is called 7/8. And the reason it's called 7/8 is because it's mostly in 7/8. So again, even in high school, kids are writing songs in 7/8, which again got me into Dream Theater, and then the rest speaks for itself. So here we go. This is called 7/8. Again, just remember, this is recorded on a 4-track. Ironically, yesterday I did go to my 30-year reunion, and this was literally recorded like, 31, 32 years ago. So keep that in mind. The song is called 7/8. Here we go. Here we go. Drummer was fucking awesome. It's me, Michael! Hear me? Cowbell! And then the drummer right here has to run over to the keyboard to start this other part. We actually had video of it at some point. I think he lost it. Okay, this part's cool, but this is where I had to learn, and I didn't know what to do. Sounds so bad. Oh, sounds so bad. I'm sorry. I did not know what to do on bass. This is like the bridge, Nick. You'll see it goes back into the home bass. Here we go, right now. Seven, 8. It's almost over. It's almost over. And then, of course, you got to go back to this part. So I think Fran and Gaylan might know this, but you guys asked about a video. I did upload a video on this channel. This same band, my senior year of high school, covered Yetse Jam by Dream Theater. So you can go watch that. It's embarrassing too, but I was much better at bass by that point because it was like year 2. But it's still hard. It's a Dream Theater song, and I don't know how we even half pulled it off, but we did. Yep, so there was other songs, and again, through the musical journey, I got better, obviously, as the years went on. But this was like the thing that changed me. Yeah, I actually saw what music was instead of, just the pop music that you hear on the radio. So, all right, that's that. Yeah, I tried to sing, and I was the worst singer ever, and still am. So that's the way that is. All right, next up, we have Nick. So let's see what Nick has to say. Where is Nick's song? Nick. Okay, here we go. So he says, "Sup, Cap and friends watching. Here I am, thanks to our one and only." Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Nick, I gotta find your other song because I pulled up the one from your actual set that you have, right? Yes. Oops, I picked the wrong one. Sorry, bud. Let me find it. Dude, what are all these other songs that I pulled up by accident? All right, Nick, where are you? Oh, God, don't tell me I don't have Nick's song. Okay, there it is. Woo! We got it. Okay. Before I discovered Opeth, there was this not super known French band called Eths? How the fuck do you say that? ETHS. I don't know how to say that. They had that familiar early 2000s nu metal edge with a female lead doing some gnarly gargling growls. Say that fast 3 times over. Gnarly gargling growls, gnarly gargling growls, gnarly gargling growls. I did it. Among their discography, there is one song that really spoke to me. I realized today that many of the elements I crave in music are present in this song. Things like the emotional honesty of the composition, the linear song structure that starts slow and builds into a huge cathartic climax. The mix of clean and harsh vocals and the focus on atmosphere and texture and witches, I guess. This song made me figure out the urge to understand and be understood. That's cool. This song made me figure out the urge to understand and be understood. That's pretty deep, Nick. I like that. To see and to be seen. That's actually like a very biblical verse that you just kind of quoted in your own sort of way. So the band is, I don't know how you say it, ETHS. And the song is called Anima Exilar. I don't know how to say that either. Thanks for fucking picking shit that's hard to say. All right, here we go with song number 5, and we are in. Starting off with some bass. How old were you here, Nick? I don't know if you said that, but how old were you around when this happened? Okay, where's this going? Oh yeah, it does have kind of a Tool sound now that you say that, Pyramid, with a female singer. Michael, that wasn't me drumming, unfortunately. I was playing bass in that song, Michael. Ooh, like that. Yeah, 15 years old. I think that's where a lot of people... I wish Adrian was here because I'd like to hear Adrian's musical journey as well. But I think the teenage years for a lot of us were probably where we, had our musical change. Nice. finally the first song on here that I feel like is engineered very well. Feels nice in my ears compared to the last song, a 4-track in the basement, and the other stuff we've been hearing. Yeah, this does. Was this before Tool? If this was before Tool, then I think Tool ripped them off. Scott, maybe we'll have part 2 so that we can hear about poor little 12-year-old Scott. Interesting. I do like this kind of like, it's got like a spooky feel to it. You like songs that have spooky feels to them. Uh-oh. My connection keeps going down in the yellow all of a sudden. That's interesting. Are you guys getting any delay? Oh, it's in the red now. Shit. Are you guys getting delay on your guys' end? Yeah, it's going down in the red, and now it's back up in the green. That's weird. I actually like this song. It's probably my favorite song. I mean, it's kind of spooky. I just ranked. Scott, are you trolling me now? I kind of like the song. It's weird. It's got like that weird feel, but for some reason I'm digging it. Too clean to feel haunty? I think it's the voices. I like the build here. Yeah, this song's going on a playlist. I like it. I hope the ends, but not ruining the song yet, but it could if it keeps going. Yeah, it keeps going down in the yellow. I'm sorry. How much longer is the song? I do like the build, but lawsuit because I'm getting tired of it. But so far, it's my favorite song still. That's it. Yeah, are they putting some sort of something on his vocals, or does he actually sound like that? Because I would think that would hurt. It can't be good for the voice if it's not like some sort of effect on his voice. It sounds like a record being scratched, which is not healthy to the voice. Okay. Oh, it's a female. Oops. Missed that part. Is it the same chick from whatever the band's called? I think the violins are beautiful. At the end. Okay, so maybe not my favorite song anymore because how long it was. It kind of was a little drawn out, but I did like it. I especially liked the first 5 minutes of it. I felt like it was very spooky, like mostly the voice, but like it had like this kind of droning sound too that is reminiscent of doomy feel, but it wasn't doomy. I understand that. It just had something about that I dug. It kind of sat with my soul very well. So, all right, that brings us to our final song, which is the creator of this theme himself, Mr. Gaylan. So, Gaylan, I am pumped to hear, since you put this theme together, how you're going to answer and what song you picked for this theme. So let me get into what he has to say. So this is what our great Gaylan, he says, in 1977, I was born in 78. So I literally was probably sperm at this point, or I was just conceived. Fran and I were working in a grocery store. Interesting. What was the name of the grocery store? Because I always find it interesting because like there used to be a grocery store. We actually talked about this at my reunion yesterday. There was in my town a grocery store called Super Duper. We also had Big Bear in Columbus. That's no longer. So I'd be interested what the grocery store name was. We had a number of friends around our age that we enjoyed going to concerts with. How old were you guys at 77, if you don't mind me asking? You can plead the fifth if you want. We had a notorious friend named Bobby Locke. He was a character unique to the 70s, small but muscular from a rough neighborhood. Raised by his grandparents, hair and a blonde afro. Interesting. Every other word was motherfucker. That's a cool dude. One day he gave me an 8-track tape as a thank you for covering him with $10 until payday. What a great guy, Gaylan. $10 then was what, like $60,000? Just kidding. It was a bootleg. And it had Doctor My Eyes by Jackson Browne, Paranoid by Black Sabbath, Killing Me Softly by Roberta Flack, and many others. Our band of friends from work all became very familiar with this 8-track over the summer because I was usually the driver when we would go to do things. Awesome. This reminds me of like a Dazed and Confused kind of a scene. Just driving around in a car all night. Which, by the way, I don't know what I hate the 70s typically. I'm just not into that style and the music, the drugs and stuff of it. But fucking Dazed and Confused, I think, is a great movie that, whether it's right or wrong for those people who lived in the 70s, for me, as a non-70s person, captures that feel and style perfectly. He says, our band of friends from work all became familiar with this 8-track of the summer because I was the driver. But the song that just resonated with me the most was Only Way Out by the Allman Brothers. Yes, fucking love the Allman Brothers. I was, at the time, enjoying Eric Clapton's blues and Lynyrd Skynyrd, but this was my first exposure to real Southern blues. Awesome. I actually already owned their Live at Fillmore East album, which is regarded as a groundbreaking live recording. But this song from their Eat a Peach album activated something in my brain. I re-listened to the whole Fillmore album in a totally new light, and suddenly Southern blues had claimed the dominant niche of my listening brain. Most sources say Elmore James wrote the song, but there are a few that credit Sonny Boy Williamson. Both released recordings of it in 1961. The ABB version was recorded live during the Fillmore concert, but didn't make it onto that album. It was placed on their next album, sadly, after Duane Allman's death. All right, so this is all. I think I'm probably going to like this song the most, because, I mean, if we're talking about blues, I fucking love it, especially Southern blues. So, yeah, this is One Way Out by the Allman Brothers. Let's get into our last song. And I really appreciated that, like, you painted a good picture, Gaylan, with that, like driving around and you being the driver. Like, that totally reminds me, again, right or wrong, it reminds me of Dazed and Confused kind of a situation. So, all right, let's get into this last song. Here we go. I put a filter on it, I think, because when I loaded it, I realized it was live. Yeah, this is going to be my favorite song. Hell yeah. You can't listen to this music and not be happy. Dentures? That's hilarious, Fran. Flushed after a drinking fest. That's hilarious. I know, Ryan, you're just trolling, but just because I don't like something overall doesn't mean you can't like pieces of it. I said there's a lot of great 70s music, it's just not my favorite decade. Alright, see you later, Scott. Dude, this is fucking awesome. I mean, again, the thing about blues is a lot of it just sounds samey, but it's so good. Yeah, this is going on the playlist. If it's not already, it might actually already. Yep, definitely my favorite song of the day. That was great. Slide there, right? I can't see it, but I can hear it. As Gaylan proceeds to tell me it's not a slide. Okay, now I just saw it on the screen. Yep, it is a slide. I was right.
Lord, I'm foolish to be here on the first place.
Love that.
I know some man go walking, take my place. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm going out that front door. For there's a man down there.
But
Might be old
I knew
man,
that was coming.
I don't know.
Because Blues always does that. But
For there's a man down there. Might be
Yep.
old man, I don't know. For there's a man down there. Lord, it just might happen to be old man.
be your man. Yeah.
Oh, it just might be old man. Lord, it just might be old man. Oh, baby, I just don't.
Is it gonna resolve?
know.
Definitely my favorite song of the day.
Oh, you tell me.
And there we have it. So we definitely went far over an hour, but that's because I talked quite a bit and we had some long paragraphs. But I think it was worth it because, again, the point of this theme is to kind of get some personal background for each person who turned in the song. And I felt like everyone did a good job to kind of like help us understand and see how their musical journey kind of went in a new direction. So I think that's great. I think it's fucking awesome. Great idea. Love these theme sets. Come up with more, not just, Gaylan and Fran. If you guys can come up with other ones. Ryan has come up with a lyrically important set that will be coming up. But just so you guys know, in the future, next week, we have Bryce Tax coming back for another personal stream. And then I think on Sunday is Scott K's free set for winning the Casey Kasem's Top 40 2025 version. So we have Saturday and Sunday next week. Hope you're here. Otherwise, have a great week, and we will see you guys next weekend. Peace out.